Chosen ones, where you are. Chosen ones, back with another powerful and productive video, right? Great. You read the title and you know what this video is about. Their relationship is coming to an end. This is not something funny. It's not something you got to use to tease them or to laugh at them, right? Great. It is something that has ever happened to you and I. If it hasn't happened to you before, right, it doesn't mean it cannot happen to you. It can also happen to you as well. All right, great. You see, what brings a relationship to an end is that when people stop doing what they did to get you into the relationship in the first place. Oh yes, the breakdown of many relationships and the reason why many relationships are going to end is because what they did to get their partners involved in the relationship, they stop doing it once they get what they want, they get them into the relationship. They just stop, right? Great. And that is one key factor that is going to make them to end the relationship, or even you watching this. All right, great. If you are not consistent with your efforts, certainly the relationship cannot stand. Maintenance is key. Having something is easy, but how to maintain the thing so that the thing will be with you, how to maintain the relationship so that your partner will continue to be with you, is key over here. And many people, once they get you, then they stop, putting in efforts and, doing the things they did to have you, right? Great. And, it is sad living a long-term relationship. It is very difficult and sad as well. So difficult to live a long-term relationship, right? When you realize that you've been with a person for so long and you love this person, it is very difficult to live such a relationship. But always, you see, the choice is ours. You can decide to live a relationship, a very loving relationship, that your inner wisdom is telling you that you love this person, but things cannot just work. All right? And things are eating you up. You can decide to stay and endure. All right? And not to, leave, to come out with new chapters in your life altogether, or to stay there. All right? And it is a choice. You can be there whilst, the relationship keep eating into you in a low grade, bit by bit, just like emotional cancer gets into you and keep eating you up bit by bit, until one day you realize that, is this what I'm doing to myself? And you take action. I'm telling you. So the choice is always yours, to either be in it or end it. All right? Great. And again, one of the saddest thing in a relationship is, if you end in a relationship and you love this person, okay? Even though the relationship hurts, yet you love the person. All right, it is very difficult, but I want you to know that you can love the person, and when the relationship can be powerful, it can be wonderful, it can be full of thrills and a lot of memories, good stuff. All right, but it can still hurt. All right, and your inner self is telling you that even though this relationship is powerful, you still love the people, even as it hurts. All right. You can choose to either way stay or leave. All right. The choice is always ours. The choice is always in your hands. You have the power, okay, to either leave and go through the hurt for some time, which is going to happen, and then later you're going to be relieved, or you stay in that relationship and you keep enduring it. All right. But what I want you to get is, chosen ones, you can be in a relationship. All right. You love the person. All right. And you can decide to leave the relationship. Oh yes, you can, because your inner self is telling you that even when you are in this cannot work right as it used to be. All right. You can love the person. You can love the person, all right, and then make that move. You have the power all the time, all right? And that is it. You see, chosen ones, what you got to learn is that any relationship can end, all right, at any point in time. And it's not because you don't love the people or the person you are with, all right? You love the person, all right, but you will realize that the advancement, the growth, you aren't able to grow. It's like static, you stagnant. Things are hurting you, yet the love is there. So what do? The best thing to do is to keep on loving the person, but you can take a break out of that relationship. And most people, they know the relationship is not going well. They are enduring it. They know it hurts, but they are afraid to take a move out of the relationship. All right? And they continue to be in it, to endure, and sometimes they even shorten their life. They become depressed. Then they become full of, they start getting ill, all right? Out of frustration, out of depression, out of overthinking, out of the hurt, out of the enduring. You become fed up of it, all right? But you should know that ending a relationship shouldn't be a problem, because you see, sometimes you begin to see a person very well when a relationship ends rather than when it begins. So stop looking at the end of a relationship as a failure. All right? Leaving it behind can be a very courageous choice that you've ever made, that you've made in life. And God can turn your life around. I'm telling you. And you got to realize that relationship doesn't start with people. It starts right with you. I always tell people that you have been with yourself for maybe 20 years, 25 years, 30 years before you met someone. Okay? You've been with yourself for that long, since you were given birth to. You've been with yourself. Now, somebody you met for a month, 2 or 3, or a year or 2, you want that person to start making you happy. All of a sudden, how can that be? If you've been with yourself for so many years, you don't know how to make yourself happy, nobody else can make you happy. I'm telling you. So a lasting relationship starts with you and ends with you. It doesn't start with people and end with people, but it starts with you and end with you. Because the relationship, the love that will survive you for the rest of your life, is the love that you love yourself, not the love that you have for people, for others, for someone, but it is the love that you love yourself. I'm telling you, right? Great. So don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of staying away from a relationship that you know your inner self, your inner wisdom is telling you that you cannot just be in it, right? Things cannot be as it used to, and it is difficult, but it's gonna be a very courageous choice that you've made. All right. Thank you, chosen ones. Thank you for watching. I believe some words in this video has indeed impacted your life. See you in my next video.